It's been a busy day here in the Proven Alliance studio, and the conversation continues. The value of having a Sitefinity partner working along with you. We've had a couple of conversations about why to hire a Sitefinity partner and how to leverage one in conjunction with your internal team. Take a look at those videos if you haven't caught them yet. We wanted to continue the conversation with one more topic about leveraging the value of a Sitefinity partner on an ongoing basis. We work at Flywheel in this model so successfully at a lot of the times, and it has a lot of value to the clients that work with us in that kind of a way. We're helping manage priorities, and we're giving advice on the best way to actually execute things. We had a client today who set up a module on their own in Sitefinity and was very proud of it. We said, "Yep, that looks good, that works well, but you should have used the other module because it's more flexible and dynamic for that scenario." And they kind of chuckled at that situation, and we were able to quickly adjust it for them. But I think that's just one highlight of the leveraging the experience and the background that we have. I'm going to go to you first, Dean, on this one. In terms of user experience and the work that you do, I think that there's a lot of value, but I'm going to let you say it in your words.
Sure. Yeah, we have long-term relationships with quite a few of our clients who are Sitefinity. First of all, Sitefinity is the only CMS we work in,
Right.
and so all of our long-term clients are using it. And because we focus on usability, user experience, we care deeply about regular times where we check in with our clients about all of the maintenance they've been doing, all the content they've been working on, and how it matches up with best practices long term for standard usability and also for accessibility. Keeping a site WCAG, AA compliant is a lot harder than people think because of how often you have to be sure about it. So one of the things we do as an ongoing service with our clients is we help them keep on top of these things. So by working with a focus team like us long term, we're able to help folks keep their sites strongly usable and, more importantly, accessible, which is usability for everyone long term.
Love it. Yeah. And I meant to mention this off the top, which is the fact that collectively we have been working with Sitefinity for over 60 years. We've got 60 years of corporate experience around this table right here. Lino, you've been working with the platform since basically the beginning of time. To extend on Dean's point there, which I love about keeping on top of some of these sort of shifting priorities and maintaining the health of your site on the regular basis. Yeah, accessibility is a bit of a moving goalpost, and as browsers and rules shift, you've got to adapt as well. What's been your experience in what it means to work with your clients on a regular basis?
Yeah, it's very important, actually, just because technology moves, okay? So there is nothing we can do to stop it. And if you build a rapport with the customer and they come to you, it's like, hey, Lino, we heard that Sitefinity is going to .NET Core. We heard that Sitefinity is going to Next.js. Should we follow? Which one should we use? They're expecting you to tell them the pros and cons of everything. Even if their team is excellent in .NET, they might not know Next.js. They might not know what they will benefit from it versus not benefit from it. They don't know, for instance, what's the next version will be built in on the back end, on the front end. And they're expecting you to actually be able to add that. And they might need you for a few hours. And then next month, maybe another few hours. And that makes them feel a lot more comfortable that there's somebody they can go back to and ask to make decisions that can cost them money on the long run if they make the wrong decision. So this is a very important piece of being a partner with Sitefinity.
Yeah, absolutely. And to the example I raised, you might have the intellect and the capacity to work through a lot of these things yourself, but boy, can it be done more efficiently and effectively in collaboration with those of us who do this, nothing but this all day long, every day.
I have to also say, Scott, to be honest with you, 90% of my Sitefinity customers end up being AI customers on things that had nothing to do with Sitefinity as well.
Right.
So that makes them feel comfortable because they were happy with the Sitefinity. And when they found out, for instance, that I offer AI or data analytics and all that stuff, they will keep that. And then they start looking as how can we combine the two? How we can bring in whatever you taught us and you showed us in AI with Sitefinity Insight. So that's definitely a continuation of the relationship with a partner. Can be very
Well, I love that you brought that up. We happen to have this deep, rich experience with Sitefinity itself, but primarily we are delivering digital experiences. We happen to really believe in the Sitefinity platform for all of its virtues and values. But first and foremost, we're unlocking the potential of a digital experience. And to your point, there's technologies that are moving fast, which we delight in staying on top of. And it's a lot to keep on top of. And there's a lot of value in having us around the table to give some advice, guidance, and expertise as those things shift. Todd, keeping on top of those things and executing on a regular basis is obviously a core part of what Smooth Fusion does. Talk to us about working in conjunction with a client on a regular basis.
Yeah, I think what we are able to do for folks is give them a lot of flexibility in how we engage with them. We've got Sitefinity customers who need us every quarter or so, and then we have others that we work with every day. What's valuable about that, though, especially for those who don't need help all that often, is when they need it, it's right there at their fingertips, and they can call us, and we can jump on it right away. So, because when there is an issue, it's often a critical thing to get it going again. So that works really well.
That's fantastic. And a lot of what, I know everybody does here, and we have a specific process for it, is helping clients track their ideas and their priorities and deciding which ones to pull down off the idea board, move into the planning column, and then execute and evaluate for the effectiveness performance to help us feed back into what we should be doing on an iterative basis. So a lot of that kind of guidance is baked into everybody's process around this virtual table. Yeah. Things like analytics, Sitefinity Insight, SEO, they can be done on an ad hoc basis, but not effectively. The real value that you're going to get and the advancement that you're going to find, the opportunity that you're going to unlock is going to be found when you're diligent. And it is the clients that have that kind of digital growth mindset that work the best, that have the most productive digital experiences that we support.
Yeah, and when you work with a Sitefinity partner on a regular basis, you can actually, they can help you plan your budgets out. One of the things we're doing right now is helping customers create a roadmap towards, ASP.NET Core or whatever the next thing is, right? And instead of it sneaking up on you and then having this moment that, we got to get this done next year and we don't have the budget for it, we can help them create a roadmap that aligns with their budget and make those plans years in advance.
And find the wiggle room. Figure out how to adjust and how to roll things out in a phased way.
Yeah.
Another great conversation. Thanks everybody, and hopefully those watching have got some encouragement and motivation to reach out. We're a lovely bunch, and we do start with just some exploratory conversation. So we'd love to have that next one with you. Thanks everybody. Appreciate the chat.
Thanks.